Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning, August 24th. So I am processing something that happened yesterday, and I am going to bring you guys along on the journey because I think some of you might find some value in this. It will make sense to you. So first I'm going to set up the background of what happened and kind of go from there. So I have a guy that comes into my office. He's been coming in since like February. Every 2 weeks. He's scheduled to come in every 2 weeks. Tuesday mornings. He does his job, whatever his job is, and he is there 5 to 10 minutes. So it's almost like we're on a speed date for 5 to 10 minutes every other Tuesday morning as we kind of try to catch up and see what all has been going on. I have gathered in the past that he is not married. He doesn't have kids. I think he's single. I think he's cute. And I was just, kind of trying to get the lowdown on him, but I always felt like he was holding something back. And yesterday I found out what the big ugly is that he has probably, I'm going to say hiding. Maybe he wasn't hiding it, but it's not something that you lead with out front for a lot of people. And that's kind of what I want to talk about is those things that we all have, the big giant wart that we want to hide from people. I can say when I was younger, there was a period of time when I was living in people's basements. That was one of my big ugly warts that I tried to hide. And, there was a time when I was going through bankruptcy. There's lots of things that I have went through in my life that would be considered the big ugly. And I think in most cases, almost everybody has that one thing that they wait and wait and wait until they can decide if they trust that person to share that thing about themselves. So anyway, yesterday he had come in and I knew that he had surgery back in November and that he was off for a month. I knew that because he had mentioned that a few months ago. I didn't know what it was for. I didn't ask at the time. It's not any of my business. We are friendly. But again, I've never talked to him outside of work, and I'm not going to try to talk to him outside of work. If he wants to do that, that's going to be on his end. So don't even bring that up in the comments about asking for his phone number or anything like that, because I did do that one time with someone that was coming into the office that I thought I would like to talk to him outside of work. And then suddenly when I brought it up, he had a girlfriend, and then he started coming in on my lunch hour, and I thought, he's lying. That's my gut feeling, is like that particular person was lying about something and now he's avoiding me. So I'm not going to put myself in that position again with this particular guy that comes in every other Tuesday. So again, he had surgery back in November. I knew that. He's a very healthy looking guy, fit, works out, plays ball on the weekends. He doesn't look like anybody that's frail whatsoever. But he shared with me yesterday that he has a rare genetic disease. His father also has it. Several people in the family has it. And I can't remember what it's called right now. I meant to look that up before I did the video, but that's not the point. The point is that this particular disease causes cysts and different things to grow within the body in specific areas. But the surgery that he had in November, he nonchalantly throws out that he had the third lobe of his lung removed in November. And and I was like, whoa, what? Because we were talking about I thought he had had surgery on his arm, and he drops that bomb that he had part of his lung removed. And I'm like, what? And that's when he shared with me about the genetic disease that he had, that his dad has, that he's been getting these scans since he was 15, that he called it brain surgery. I didn't get quite all the details, but he had had some sort of a cyst removed at like the base of his neck. So this was in 2020. So he has had some severe medical things with this particular genetic disease. Now, it sounds like most of the time it's not cancerous, but he did mention that he was on a chemo drug from this thing from November. So I just like, there was a lot of information that he dropped on me yesterday, and I've been processing that since then for many reasons. One is, like I said, I always felt that there was something that he was holding back from me, because when I would ask him questions, I'm an open book. I mean, you can ask me anything and I'll tell you anything. But I would try to get something and he would, I don't know, conveniently skirt around the issue. There's a lot of things playing out in my mind right now about trying to figure certain things out. But again, we only had like 5 to 10 minutes every 2 weeks it was like literally like speed dating, firing off 20 questions and trying to do it as nonchalantly as possible. But that revealing to me, of course, yesterday, and I'm thinking to myself, why does a soul choose to come in with like a big ugly like that? Something that's not anything. I mean, his dad has it. Several people in his family appear to have it. Like I said, he's 1 in 36,000. So I think he's got a bigger chance of getting it because there's other family members that have it. And so I was kind of like going, and even when he was walking out the door, I said, man, I'd like to do a past life reading on you and figure out why you brought this into your lifetime. And, he just kind of looks at me and rolls his eyes. I mean, he did tell me that he thinks I'm fun to talk to. So I know I know why he sticks around maybe longer. I don't know if he sticks around that long in all the other places he goes to, but he might stick around a little longer talking to me. But anyway, that was quite revealing yesterday, just having him tell me that news. And again, feeling like there was something that he had been holding back. And so now it's like, did that just take things to a whole new level? Does that mean I'm trustworthy now and that it's okay to tell me the big ugly? I have had friends or dated guys. I mean, like one guy I dated had such horrible driving record that he had, like felonies against his name for being busted for this, that, and the other. It was not like drugs or anything. It was like driving shit. So that was kind of one of his big uglies. And, I'm like, everybody's got that thing that they feel like they are going to be rejected by humanity because of whatever mistake they have made. I had a girl when I was doing Bible study. She was dating a guy and she had thyroid cancer. And that was her big ugly, because she was scared to death that if she told him about the thyroid cancer, that he would leave her. So it's just interesting. I would assume, and this is kind of where I want your input, I would assume that we come into lifetimes with these big ugly issues, some that are brought in from birth, some that we do the fuck up all on our own. Whatever the case is, we come in to try to overcome and realize that we are okay exactly as we are. And if other people judge us because of our big uglies, well, that's their shit, not ours, right? Do I take that right? So I don't know. Like I said, I'm processing that whole thing in many ways. The soul part of it. Why did his soul come in with that issue? Why did he decide to share that with me yesterday? he was showing me pictures and stuff. I mean, like, it was like something happened yesterday that he was, it was like, something happened where it felt like we got taken to a whole new level, because he's never done this before, but he was showing me pictures from a ball game where they had caught him doing some kind of a somersault. He's a catcher, and he had done flip-flops, and the photographer got him doing like the somersault catching the ball and stuff. And so anyway, I don't know. I'm just like I said, there's a lot of reasons that I'm processing that, but I think the moral of the story is we all have those big uglies regardless of what they are. Whether it is moles all over your body that you don't want anybody to see, whether it is you lost a bunch of weight and you have a bunch of skin hanging all over the place that you don't want someone else to see you naked, whether you have horrible driving record and you've got, your background check is going to show shit that you don't want anybody to know. I mean, I have heard it all. People share things with me and oh God, I mean, literally, I just thought of another person. I mean, I have another guy that we never dated or anything, but we met on a dating site. It was a New Year's Eve, 5, 6, 7 years ago. I've lost track of how long it has been, because I was living in the basement at the other place before I moved into my apartment. And he shared with me stuff that he's never shared with anybody else. And that's his big ugly. So I have been told stuff by lots and lots of people that, and that's what, I guess that's what I want to just share today, is everybody has something. And if somebody judges you for your big ugly stuff, and lessons that you've come in to learn, that's their problem. So don't take offense by people that are that stupid to think that there's something wrong with you because you came in to learn lessons, that that you had to beat your head against the wall 3 times before you finally learned the lesson. That's what being a human is all about, is coming down here, and I guess in my opinion, it is to learn to love yourself exactly as you are, as a whole, whether you like everything about you or whether you don't like everything about you. We all have that stuff. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still processing everything from yesterday, trying to figure out, just kind of wrap my head around all of that stuff. So anyhow, don't let the big ugly get you down. We all have it. We all have something that we don't want to share with the world. So anyway, I hope you all have a good day. And if you have any comments, feel free to post them in the comment section. If you have a big ugly that you want to share with people that you have come to recognize as that's just part of you and that makes you unique, tell me about it. Tell all of us about it. Maybe this will encourage other people to reconcile with themselves that there's nothing wrong with them. Anyway, have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.